This is a good and joyful thing.
What's he unboxing? What'd it be? Well, I don't know. Shut up and see.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I got a funny little story. You know, I did an interview for Suntup Editions with Ania Ahlborn. Thrilled to get the chance to talk to her. That's why I'm waving the knife around. She was doing her third book with her fourth book. Damn, I just had to fact check myself live like I was on a debate stage. Fourth book. So she did Brother, Seed, If You See Her, and Good and Joyful Things with Suntup. Now, Good and Joyful Things is the first book that Suntup has done that's a worldwide first edition. It's the first whole book. Previously, Paul Suntup did Guests, which was a novella from Keelan Patrick Burke, the first time that appeared anywhere. And this is the first full-length novel. So I interviewed her and did that interview. I was thrilled to do it, but I had to pass on the title. Unemployed, buying freeze, all of that in effect. Then fast forward to like a month ago, and I realized I have a job now. I would like to get that book, but it's sold out. It was completely sold out at Suntup. And then someone said, hey, there's a copy over there at Lividian. So I jumped on it and I put it in my cart, and then I forgot about it. I mean, it happens sometimes. I forgot. Then, like a little bit later, like a week later, Lividian has copies of Boy's Life on their site for published price. Now, Boy's Life had been getting like $350, $250 on the secondary, and here Lividian was offering it for the $175. That's the original published price. So I went over to get it, and I dropped it in my cart, and I went to check out, and there was a little snafu, and it wasn't recognizing my username. I was trying to get it on my account. Well, when I completed the purchase, it said I had bought Good and Joyful Things. I'd forgotten it was in my cart. So I got it. Thank God I got that one. I was very happy to have it. And then I went back and I completed the sale for Boy's Life. So I got that. But here's the funniest thing of all. I got Boy's Life in the mail. Boom. Sent right to me. And then I got the chapbook for supporting the Patreon, and I'll show that to you. And I got that in the mail. I'm like, oh, well, what happened here? I'm missing a box. So I messaged Brian James Freeman. I said, hey, did this fall through the cracks? Normally, my paranoia is unfounded, but he's like, oh my God, it totally did. I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, no, that's okay. It's cool. But I'm glad, we're back on track. No rush. I don't need it anytime soon. And then he sends a priority because Brian James Freeman knows customer service. He didn't have to do it. I do feel a little guilty. And he rushed it out to me. The stellar gent he is. So it's a story of two fantastic publishers and one fantastic author and one, harebrained doofus. So I'm glad I was able to get this, and I made that right for myself. Jeff, looking out for Jeff. So here it is. And I believe there are still some at Lividian. One foamy domy, two foamy domy. Comes with the Good and Joyful Things bookmark. That's nice. I love the art in this. Love it. I think it's very cool and creepy. And this is a neat thing. I've never seen that. Suntup tape for the polyurethane bag, or what, the baggy, whatever. Ooh, I like this slipcase. This is a nice slipcase. Nice. Look at that. Good and Joyful Things. First edition, classic edition, signed by Ania. I have the numbered editions of the other three. So, Good and Joyful Things looks like American Gothic, but with a whole lot more trauma. Pickup truck. Beautiful, man. Look at that. Jeez. We've all been there if you've had kids. We've been there if you've had kids. Oh, this is a cool naked baby. So there's the sticker, but look at that. That's very cool. I like that. And the book is nice, very nice. Feels very nice. Hmm. And papers. And this is the first place you're ever going to be able to read it. Now, I think there will be a trade edition at some point. That's on the horizon. And I kind of resigned myself to getting the trade edition because I thought I'd missed out. But I didn't, as you can see with this book. Now, I expect there will be a lot of postpartum depression in this book, a lot of anxiety. Here are the signatures. A lot of things that'll take me right back to those early parenting days with the sleepless babies, you know, just like Mitch's parents are going through right now with him. Um, so I'd imagine it's going to take me right back there. So yeah, check out my interview with her. We talk about this book. She was a great interview subject, and she had a lot of really interesting things to say. I'm very happy I was able to get this book, and this is one of those I passed on, just like my Butcher Boy Artist Edition, the signed and remarked Artist Edition. Passing on that hurt. Passing on this hurt. I'm like, I could have at least gotten the classic. So now I did. Now I did. And I'm happy to make that right and get it on my shelf. So I'm glad I was able to share that with you here. Another cool thing that came in the mail from Lividian. If you support Lividian on the Patreon, I think it's Brian James Freeman's Patreon, you get a chapbook. And this is a follow up to the What's in a Name chapbook from Lividian and Bev Vincent and Francois Vaillancourt. And that one was alternate titles for Stephen King books. These are working titles. He almost named his books. Very cool chapbook for a Stephen King collector. Love the concept of it. Thought it was awesome. And then Francois did a bunch of covers for those titles. So the whole package was amazing. Would have been better if it was signed by King, but that's it. That's the only thing that would have made it better. And of course, that's a crazy wish, not a serious wish. So now Bev Vincent came back with Lost in Translation, Lost or Found in Translation. These are the foreign titles for Stephen King books. There is the cover. Is that supposed to look like the Bill Murray Sofia Coppola movie cover? Or am I just like mashing it together? There was a movie Lost in Translation starring Bill Murray. It's a Sofia Coppola movie, and some of them were remarked, and I did not get a remark, but I'm not complaining. There it is, signed by Francois and Bev Vincent. Now, Brian James Freeman is moving away from numbering the chapbooks. He made an announcement on his Patreon because it was a nightmare to match numbers. So it goes through all the titles and says what their foreign edition names were. So like Cycle of the Werewolf. So for example, Cycle of the Werewolf variations include The Werewolf's Hour, which is funny because The Wolf's Hour is a Robert McCammon book, which is Portuguese, The Year of the Werewolf, various, and Four Seasons of the Werewolf, Chinese. So the Japanese translation, though, is called simply Marty, after the main character. The Hungarian edition is Silver Pistol Bullets, and the award for the most intriguing title goes to The Only Clue is the Full Moon, which is the Italian. So that would be this. The only clue is the full moon. That is really cool. That's cool. So that gets the Francois art. So very cool thing for, and I keep saying very cool. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I will keep saying it. I'm not editing that out. Um, if you're a Stephen King collector, this is the sort of stuff that I find really fascinating and fun. Check out Lividian. He's got a very cool King related book coming up with some, I'm just not going to say anymore. He shared teaser photos today. And I may have known about this project previously. I'm not going to confirm nor disconfirm that, but you check out Lividian. You should be checking out Lividian regularly anyway. So with what he's doing and the really cool stuff. So also with this chapbook is a collection of postcards, and they are actual postcards. I don't remember if they were actual postcards for What's in a Name, but lost in translation, we're getting the titles. Look at that. So that's some foreign edition of Salem's Lot. Very cool. Love it. So this might be The Shining. And then the back is actual postcards. Not that I would ever send these in the mail. Maybe if I had multiples, I would, obviously, this looks like the Russian Under the Dome. This looks like it could be Revival. Anyway, I will read the book and I will find out, and I will save those little joys for myself. And hopefully, if you got one too, you would be happy that you're having one. I'm just moving along. So look for that on the secondary. I don't think you can get it unless you support Brian James Freeman's Patreon. But if anything, if What's in a Name is any indication, the secondary on this might go way up, which was crazy. I think that has since calmed down a little bit, but that chapbook was going for like $200. What's in a Name? Which surprised me, but I think it is a very cool thing. I still have mine here. So anyway, that's my Lividian care package. I'm happy to share good, joyful things and lost or found in translation, and share them with you, these good, joyful things. So there were two things. That's how it all works out. So thank you for joining me this time. I hope to see you again next time. In the meantime, stay in the frosty lane. That might be a foreign language title to my channel.